Okay, welcome to today's class, which is about food and drink, and also about countable and uncountable, or many and much, few and little. Yeah, so maybe you have studied countable and uncountable before. We are going to start with countable and uncountable. So, some nouns, yeah, and we're only talking about nouns, which are things like pen, man, board, shed, keys. Yeah, key is a noun as well. Where are my keys? I can't find my keys. Here are my keys. Yeah, so keys is a noun. Now, if you can say one key, two keys, and I can, one person, two people, one man, two men, one woman, two women, one board, two boards. That means you can count the noun. If you can say one and two, if you can count the noun, it's a countable noun, okay? But some nouns you can't count. Some nouns are uncountable. For example, water. Can you count water? Can you say one water, two waters, three waters? No, you can't count water. Yeah, so water is here, it's uncountable. Can you count bread? No, you can't say one bread, two breads, three breads. No, you must say one loaf of bread, two loaves of bread. Yeah, we say a loaf of bread, and I haven't got much space on my board, I'm sorry, but a loaf of bread. You can count loaves of bread. You can say one loaf, two loaves, three loaves, but you can't count bread, okay? You can't count sugar. You can't say one sugar, two sugars. Well, you can count spoons of sugar. So you can say one spoon of sugar, two spoons of sugar. And sometimes we just say one sugar, two sugars. So sometimes you can count sugar. And the same with coffee. If you say a coffee, you mean a cup of coffee. If you say two coffees, you mean two cups of coffee. So coffee is sometimes countable and sometimes uncountable. Sometimes uncountable because sometimes you say, I like coffee, and you mean any coffee, all coffee. You don't mean a cup of coffee. So countable coffee is a cup of coffee. Uncountable coffee is coffee. Countable sugar is a spoon of sugar. Uncountable sugar is just sugar. Okay, now this is important because we use many for countable nouns. Yeah, so we say, how many apples do you eat every day? Yeah, it's my question for you. How many apples do you eat every day? I don't usually eat apples. I don't think I eat any apples. I don't eat any apples every day. I don't eat any apples. I very rarely eat apples. Okay, but I eat eggs. How many eggs do you like for breakfast? How many eggs do you like for breakfast? So we use many for countable nouns, but we use much for uncountable nouns. We say, how much alcohol do you drink? Yeah, how much alcohol do you drink? Do you drink too much? Do you drink too much alcohol? Do you just drink a little alcohol? Maybe very little alcohol, maybe very little, maybe 10%. But use little and much for uncountable. Use many and few for countable. So how many cigarettes do you smoke? How many cigarettes do you smoke? Do you just smoke a few cigarettes every day? Maybe very few, maybe only one every day. Yeah, very few cigarettes, maybe one or two every day. Maybe too many cigarettes, maybe 20, maybe 30 every day. Okay? And we use not enough